Good morning, good morning. It's 6:30 here in 6:30 in Accra. So I'm outside of the property where I live, checking out the scene. And it's a beautiful day. How you guys doing? It's a pretty beautiful day. Uh, it's pretty cool. Temperature's like 77 degrees. I'm living in a bed and breakfast right here. This is what it looks like. It's not bad actually. One bedroom. It's clean. AC works. All the comforts of home. There's some guests. I guess that's a Indian guy and I guess a local African woman, or I don't know, maybe his wife. But anyway, Kwame picked me up from the airport. A local connection. Kwame got me from the airport, and we got into talking about Ghana and business and opportunities and all the other things, everything that goes with it. This place reminds me so much of the Bahamas. It's unbelievable. I suddenly realized that, the ambassador, Arikana, she was talking about capacity building, being able to pool your monies together to achieve. And, that's all true. Being in the U.S. for so long, I think I kind of began to lose the ability to think about, pooling money together, actually working as a team. You kind of lose that. In the Bahamas, yeah, I had it, but over here, really in the U.S., it's a little, you kind of lose that because of, working all the time, trying to make a living, trying to pay a bill. Coming to Ghana, it kind of just sprang way back in my head. I'm kind of like, it's like, for some reason, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's really, I'm serious about this. And what's going on here is, let me show you something. You see this building right here? The Chinese, they're building this building. So, they have the monies together. They're able to acquire this property. It's not a very big property. And put up this massive apartment building. This one right here that I'm living in is owned by a local Guyanese guy. I mean, his father owned it. He passed away, and so he inherited it. So this is a bed and breakfast, and people come in and out, and they rent it. And all this is his property right here. Okay? So just think of it. Now, the Chinese are doing this. Okay? And then this local guy have this. Right on the side of the Chinese. But the difference is, he probably don't have people working with him in order to do something like that. Or maybe he'll be bought out eventually by foreign investors. But there's tons of foreigners coming into Africa and just buying up stuff. I gotta show you this dog. This is my buddy. Sorry. What's up, buddy? How you doing? You missing me? You missing me? All right. I came in late last night and he hung out with me. It's a cooler dog. I love him. So anyway, Kwame, he went to school in the U.S. He was over there for like 30 years. Now he's back here in Ghana for like 1 year. And I'll get you. You get to meet Kwame. I'll put him on video if he wants to. But him and his brother, his father passed away, and him and his brother have 50 acres of land. It's all free and clear. All right. Then he has another acre on the beach. Somewhere on the beach. So he has the same problem. You got all this worth and no capacity, no way to find the money to make it happen. Okay? So we talked about simple things of how we can get this thing done. All right? Now, I've noticed one of the things here in Africa is the same thing in the Bahamas. It's the exact same thing. The goals that are being set is too lofty. It's just too lofty. When I say too lofty, I mean they want to build something and they're looking at the big picture. Build this and this big place, and we'll put a gas station over here, and we'll put this, and I'm thinking that's part of the problem. Part of the problem, and what I found out in my life, and also, working in Africa, and it could be just I don't know. I mean, it could be just a black problem. I'm coming straight up. Is the goals that are being set is too lofty. I think we should set smaller goals and achieve them, So I'm thinking, how about building something small, achieving that, and then moving on to something else. And, I think that works. I mean, it worked for me, So I think what him and I are going to talk about today, we talked about it last night a little bit, but it was late. It was like 12 o'clock last night. About setting smaller goals and achieving them as far as whatever it is. He has a lot of ideas. I mean, amazing ideas. But he's by himself, and the money to come up to do these things is kind of difficult, So I'm like, okay, you don't have the money to do this big thing, but we can take, a 0.25% or whatever and start off and just do something much more achievable. And then once you do that, then you do another one. So, and eventually you get to that more loftier goal. So that's what I begin to see. And it's the same concept in the Bahamas. We have property in the Bahamas. We have all this stuff. Like my brother, he set a goal to build an apartment building, and he started. And he built a small one, and he built another one. Now he had 2 apartments in the Bahamas because he set smaller goals. I have some cousins in Abaco, Maxwell, and Lawrence. And these guys have motels, okay? And, docks for boats to come in. But they set smaller goals to do it. And they work together. And that's all good. That's in Grand Key. So I'm thinking, over here it's the same thing. But the good thing about in Africa is the sky is the limit. Literally, I am telling you, the sky is the limit. It's the red tape is like almost out of the door. Okay? If you work together and pool your money, just like Dr. Arikana said, the Chinese are doing it. The Indians are doing it. Why we can't do it? Okay? So they're coming into Africa by the thousands and they're getting it done. Unbelievable. So now I'm saying, you know, I'm saying to myself, okay, let me continue to brainstorm with different people and see who has the mind to want to work together. You know, want to work together, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Because if I have $100 and we got another 9 persons with $100, then we can go somewhere. You know. So, and then there's nothing stopping you. There's no, you can't, you don't have to worry about no glass ceiling. You ain't got to worry about, oh, the white man keeping me down. You ain't got to worry about just the ridiculous things excuses that people come up with. Okay? So now I see it for myself. It's like the Bahamas times a million. Okay? It's like if you have the capital to do it, you can make money. That's just that simple. You know, it's just that simple. So, okay, I don't have a lot of capital, but what I do have is, I have the ability to take small steps and achieve the exact same thing. You know, so it might take somebody, 6 months to build a house. Well, it might take me 2 years, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So setting long-term goals, I know this is one of the problems, and coming together and pooling your funds together is another problem. And getting the capital from the bank is another problem. So solving these problems, it could be done, And I think the answer in solving these problems is bringing people together with the same goal, the same mindset. And if you can't go to the bank and get the money, just work, put aside 10%, and then and build that. Come into agreements, sign contracts, do all of these things. But so it just take longer, but I guarantee within 5 to 10 years, boom, you achieve the same thing. So with that in mind, today going to be very, very interesting, because Kwame and I are going to really start looking at, our relationship, because we just met, but I know him from through Nang in the U.S. Nang is the guy with the African store right there on US 1 and Orange. And, I've been knowing Nang for a year, 2 years, maybe, I don't know, or more. And, Africans are very, now, on the positive side, okay? They're loyal, their word is their bond, and they want you to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do have the scammers like everything else, but when you meet a decent African person, you got a friend for life. I'm telling you, you got a friend for life. And that's just the way it is. So today, I'm gonna ride around with Kwame, look at the area, get used to Accra, get used to how they drive over here. I need an international driver's license, actually, that's what I was told, to drive in Ghana. I didn't get it, so anyway, I'm not worrying about it. But what they do, they rent cars over here, and you rent a car with a driver. So it's almost like you're being chauffeured. So, the driver takes you around and he tells you what's up, show you the place. And that's what I'm doing for today, But we can look at some properties as well. We can look at, not a lot, but just look at property and different. And he has, like I said, he has a lot of ideas. Ideas from the internet to all the way to construction, mining gold. In fact, I like that idea. You know, I've heard this a lot. There's a lot of gold around, okay, and the Chinese are mining a lot of gold here in Accra, but apparently, for some reason, the Chinese and the Accra government, the Ghanaian government, this is not working out that well. It's not working out that well, but they are encouraging the local Guyanese people, from what I hear, to get into the mining of gold. Now, like anything else, an excavator costs what, $80,000. Okay, there you go. Okay, they have places where people know gold. They know where the gold is, but they can't get it out of the ground. So I'm like, okay, well, let's think of it. Let's get some people together or let's rent an excavator, or this is the idea. So that's one of the things. He have connections on that already. I mean, that was something he already has connections on, as far as where the gold is, as far as all this other stuff. Okay, but he don't have the money. Okay, so I have some good ideas about that. I have some ideas I'm going to throw at him, and see, see how it goes. So with that in mind, that's it. Just wanted to say that it's a beautiful day. Me and my dog hanging. Me and my dog, he's chilling like a felon. What's up, buddy? I'm heading out. I'm going out today. You going up. All right, nice. All right, guys, take care. This is like what Africa is like. Everybody chilling and gelling, doing their thing. But I'm up. I'm ready to start checking this place out. Okay. Take care. I'm out. Bye.